Okay, this is Module 12, Lesson 1. You can find this on page 378 in your book. So this is build understanding. A quadrilateral is a polygon with 4 sides and 4 angles. If it has 2 pairs of sides that are parallel, it's called a parallelogram. Remember, parallel has lines that are running side by side, straight lines. It can go this way or they can go this way. Those lines will never touch. Number 1, how can you find the area of a parallelogram? Let's look at A. Look at the parallelogram shown. The parallelogram is right here. If you draw a line to make it a right angle, which is what they did with the dotted lines, right here, and then move the right triangle as shown, so they took this triangle and moved it over there, it forms this shape right here. And that new figure is a rectangle. So when we find a rectangle, we are taking length times width. And so when we find a parallelogram, we're taking base times height. Very similar concept. You're taking the two numbers and you're multiplying them together. So here's our shapes here. To find the area of a rectangle, we're going to multiply its length by its width. The area of a parallelogram is found by multiplying its base. So its base by its height. Why are the area equations in Part B so alike? In the quadrilaterals and Part B, the length of the rectangle is equal to the base of the parallelogram. And the width of the rectangle is equal to the height of the parallelogram. Since B equals length, remember when we do an L, we're going to do a lowercase cursive L so it doesn't look like a 1. And H equals width. And since A equals length times width for a rectangle, then A equals base times height. So we went through this whole entire thing just to find that A equals base times height. So every time we actually find the area for something, you're going to write the formula. So A equals base times height. And then we're just going to come over here. Our base is 6, so we're going to put 6 in for the base. Our height is 3, so we're going to put the 3 in for the height. 6 times 3 is 18. So this is our answer right here. Area equals 18 centimeters squared. Every time you must label. And when we do area, you have this little 2 up here because area is, we're finding a 2-dimensional figure. Okay, let's look at number 2. You can find this on page 379. A floor is made up of a parallelogram-shaped tiles that each have a base of 8.5 and a height of 3.5. What is the area of each tile in square inches? So what is the formula? Our formula is A equals base times height. The dimensions, the base is 8.5. The height is 3.5. Now we're just going to push these down into the equation. So I have 8.5. I have 3.5. In my calculator, I'm going to type 8.5 times 3.5. And I get 29.75. So each tile has an area of 29.75 square inches. Number 3, the Louvre pyramid has a square base, which the dimensions are shown. So right down here, we have 35. Since it's a square, it's only showing it once. So a square, this side's 35, this side is 35. So how is a square a special rectangle? All 4 sides are the same length.